Still under caution here at the Lowe's Motor Speedway. So you have a tough job. Lake Bell, huh?
Yes, I do. It was tough. She was fun. She talked a lot during the laps, which is great because it makes my job easy. As you know, being carried is what I like.
Tony Stewart scored as the race leader. Hey, for more NASCAR information, log on to NBCSports.com. Benny has an in-depth preview of each race in the chase for the next Hell Cup Championship. And Alan Bestwick looks at the chances of rookie Carl Edwards becoming this year's next Hell Cup champion. That's all at NBCSports.com. Race fans, visit LowesRacing.com today for your chance to win up to $48,000 in the When Jimmy Wins, You Win sweepstakes. Just visit LowesRacing.com for more details. Marty.
Well, currently Jimmy Johnson in 16th, and let's talk to Chad Knaus about the voltage issue. How bad of a problem is the voltage issue, Chad?
It's a bit of an issue at this point. We don't really know exactly what's going on. It's starting to charge back up again, so we don't know if it was just an overdraw. We tried to take some extra precautions with the Lowe's Chevrolet today and put some tire blowers on there to try to prevent some of these tire issues, and it may have been a little bit too much of a draw. We don't exactly know what's going on, but it's starting to charge the system back up, and Jimmy's pretty comfortable with the car. We've got a very fast race car. We're just being cautious with it. We want to make sure that we're there at the end with still 155 laps to go. There's no need to go out there and try to lead laps. Obviously, we've seen people run up front and hit the wall. We don't need to do that right now.
Matt?
Kevin Harvick, one of those drivers running up front and hitting the wall. You predicted this last night.
Yeah, it was pretty obvious to see, after the test and everything that happened down here with I don't even know what it is, the tires, the racetrack speeds, you name it. But pretty bad that they're putting all the competitors in this position. I was just running 75, 80%. So, it's just really, really bad and really embarrassing.
This is unbelievable, you said.
Yeah, it is unbelievable. It's just every 30 laps the tires blow out. So I hope everybody's proud of the position they put all the drivers and the sponsors in tonight.
They came into this race with a 1-point cushion over 12th place, going for that $1 million bonus for the driver who finishes 11th in the championship standings. He's on his way back to see how bad the car is and if they can get it back out.
Thanks, Matt. Tony Stewart brings the field to the green for the restart in the UAW GM Quality 500.
As we watch this restart, drivers don't like crashing when it's not, well, they don't like crashing at all.
Right.
But when it's not their fault, it's other issues, and everybody is having those same issues blowing right front tires. There's nothing you can do as a driver. You're on board a unguided missile when a tire blows, and tell you what, it's not too humor, especially like with Harvick, where it happens 2 nights in a row.
And again, the thing about it is that the feeling was this is exactly what was going to happen.
Well, again, we talked about it. We were going to talk about at the very top of the show exactly what was going on. The 4.5 mile per hour, that the speed that these cars picked up from last year, a crucial thing. But one other thing, the racetrack, they smoothed it out and it's not dropping off. Usually these cars will run around 185, 186 mile per hour the first few laps and then slow down to 180. They're not doing that. They're running 186 the whole time for 20, 30 laps. And the tires will just not take it. Next year, Goodyear will have a different tire, but the racetrack will be paved then, and they'll tire test and come with a different tire.
After crashing in the Busch Series race here last night, Harvick came out of the infield care center and predicted that the crew working in there would be the most valuable crew at the racetrack tonight.
Yeah, sometimes repaving a racetrack, though, VP, as you know, it needs to have some weather on it. You don't want to pave a racetrack a month before the race because then it'll be a one-groove racetrack. So hopefully they'll pave it soon enough to where they'll be weathered and the track will get some time on it.
And while there were certainly concerns coming in here tonight, as there were in May, there will definitely be concerns when the series comes back here next Memorial Day weekend, with wondering how the surface will perform with what they've done to it before then.
There's a lot of rumors floating around about what they're going to do here at the Lowe's Motor Speedway. Some of the rumors that you hear, and I have not talked to Humpy Wheeler about this, but variable bank in the racetrack, because we're always concerned when you repave a racetrack that you end up with one groove racing. They're talking about variable banking, 3 different banks like the Homestead Miami Speedway has, and that would, even a new pavement, would lend itself to competitive racing.
Get an update from pit road. AB?
Yeah, Bill, just an update. I've spoken with a couple of crew chiefs. I've noticed a NASCAR official coming into some pits down here from time to time with an air pressure gauge. Both Greg Zipadelli, Tony Stewart's crew chief, and Ryan Pemberton, Joe Nemechek's crew chief, have confirmed to me that officials have discussed air pressures with them. There were no more details about what the discussion was other than that, but there are officials down here checking tire pressures right now and having discussions about that with the teams, trying to follow up on this tire issue.
Well, you know what they're doing there. When you go down the interstate and you see all those truck tires laying on the side of the road, that's caused from the tires going flatter under inflation. The same things happen to these cars. If you underinflate them, then they're going to start coming apart as they're doing.
They're faster that way.
But they're faster, that's right.
But they'll come apart. So then the crew's got to make a decision. Well, what do we do here? Do we make it safe and slow or dangerous and fast?
It's Jimmy Johnson in the 48 inside of Casey Mears.
Oh! 99 car, Carl Edwards goes in the corner and drifted up almost in the side of the 39 car, David Strimmy.
He went into the corner and almost didn't come out of it.
Both of them almost didn't come out.
Johnson, Casey Kane in the 9. Rusty Wallace right in front of them. Wallace, one of the drivers that took just 2 tires on that most recent stop.
Steve Peterson, the NASCAR official, going through, checking tires, checking air pressure in the tires.
Marty?
And guys, I don't know what's busier, the action out on the racetrack or the action behind pit wall. It's like a swap meet back here. The hottest commodity right now, sticker tires from anybody who falls out of the race, like Kevin Harvick's team. He sent a set of sticker tires to his teammate, Jeff Burton. You see them receiving those tires. Actually, those are scuffs right now. And it depends on how your car is handling. Some want scuffs, some want stickers, but most of the cars right now want sticker tires. Those seem to be not blistering when they run them on the race car.
More from pit road. Dave?
Hey, Bill, we talked about the 24 of Jeff Gordon scuffing tires for his teammate, the 48 of Jimmy Johnson, right?
Yes.
I checked with Jeff Gordon's crew chief, Steve Letarte. I said, okay, you guys started the race with all stickers. Now you're scuffing for your teammate. Do you think scuffing would have been the way to go? And Steve told me no. I still think stickers is the way to go because I think sticker tires dissipate the heat better.
Interesting.
And that's the mentality that newer tires will wear a little bit. And see, that's these tires need to wear. They're not wearing. They're gripping the racetrack, and the rubber's not coming off. If a tire wears and the rubber comes off, it dissipates heat.
Matt Yokohama, Mark Martin.
Took 2 tires in the last stop, Bill, but he wanted Pat Trice to make sure they were scuff tires. Now, Mark feels more comfortable on scuffs. The next stop, they are probably going to go stickers, but then after that, Mark says he wants to run scuffs the rest of the night. The comfort level is much better on scuff tires. Now, his teammate, the 97 of Busch, they have 5 or 6 sets of sticker tires. They've been running stickers all night. Mark has at least 5 sets of scuff and a couple stickers in his pit. So tires up at this end off of turn 4. Good shape for both chasers of the 97 and 6.
And it really just comes down to what the car is telling you and what the driver feels, what he's comfortable with.
Listen to your butt.
Yeah, I mean, you've got a lot of information coming through the seat right now, especially at these speeds.
Dale Jarrett in the 88. Kurt Busch just got by him. Tony Stewart leads, and it's Elliott Sadler, Michael Waltrip, Ryan Newman, and Mark Martin, the top 5 at Charlotte. Been a lot of bad news for those guys tonight. Tires have been an issue on this grind, on this track. Caution has just come out. See the caution flag.
I don't see any wrecked cars around the Speedway, so I guess it's just a simple matter of some debris on the surface someplace.
Hearing that it could be a competition caution by NASCAR.
We were just getting to that point, that 18, 19 lap point under green. So if that's a good call if NASCAR made it.
Tony Stewart, the leader. Elliott Sadler, Michael Waltrip, Greg Biffle, and Ryan Newman. We have confirmed it is a competition caution from NASCAR. 4 tires.
Man, they're going to have a caution flag every 20 laps. Let these guys change tires. It does become a battle on pit road, doesn't it?
We have 134 laps to go.
One thing that will do, Wally, it will let these guys race a little bit harder in those 20 laps.
Yeah. If they know that's what they're going to do for the rest of the race.
If that's right.
Alan?
Yeah, Bill, just monitoring the transmission from Greg Zipadelli to Tony Stewart. Greg just told Tony that NASCAR is going to a minimum tire inflation for the rest of this race, and so they're going to have to adjust what they're doing. Only one of their 4 tires was in question, but NASCAR is apparently going to step up and make a minimum inflation for this race, and we'll try and get more details after the pit stops.
Okay, Alan, and pit road is going to remain closed this time by, so teams can get their tires to the inflation recommendations passed out from NASCAR. So we'll take a break, come back to the Lowe's Motor Speedway.